slap. I need a drink, but it's straight from the tap.
Whoa! We're back.
Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back.
First episode of season 2.
What's up?
Nothing much.
How you guys feeling?
Good.
Is this the first one of 2025?
No. He's done another one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought we did the New Year's Eve one.
I think we done another one.
The audience could see me now, man. I was just absolutely tearing it up on the dance floor.
I think we have made another one.
Link, did we make one in 2025? I think this is the first, isn't it? Wow. Big break. Lots happened.
Yep.
We rang in 2025. Polar bear plunge.
Which was not fun at all.
Down the shore. Every person on the beach had fun except Lincoln.
And all of our, including our mom, dad, and me, went in twice except for, I'm not even going to say.
So, how's it going, guys? I mean, we've been playing basketball. Mm-hmm. We've got the Eagles deep in the playoffs. School is continuing to go.
Yep.
I had 15 points and like 20 rebounds yesterday.
I don't
for
think
basketball.
you had 15 points, did you?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I had 8 points in the first half, and then I had 2 points in the third, and then that's 10, and then I had a 3 and a 2 in the fourth.
Oh, maybe you did.
I had my first 3-pointer.
You probably had 28 rebounds at least. Franklin's team is undefeated. We had a nail biter yesterday. We won by 1 point.
Yeah, that game was out of control. Everyone was crying. Everyone was getting hurt. Everyone was running around.
Yeah, the ref kind of let it get a little out of control. He also let the other team complain too much. I'd have hit him with a boom. I'd have hit him with a technical early on.
Well, a couple kids were like being like mean to Frank. If I was Franklin, I would have body slammed them.
Well, Franklin did a very good job of keeping his cool.
Because if that was me, he would have, man.
Yeah.
You would never fight someone on the court.
Yes, I would. If they like hit me like they did you, I would.
No, you would. Will you stop? I think what he was trying to say, Frank, is if he was doing that to you,
he would body
you would
check
have
me.
attacked him.
Oh, yeah. I was about to attack him, but then I'm like, I would get attacked.
Yeah, well, the ref should have went. Hey! You should have teed up.
It's funny because like a lot of kids, they were like getting hurt, and then they get hurt like every quarter, and every kid would cry over everything. They're all babies and middle class.
Well, listen, I'll tell you that if you get hurt enough to cry, you should be hurt enough to not come back in the game. And there were kids.
You see that one kid that cried.
I
over
understand. What I was going to say was you had kids that were crying. Like someone had shot them in the back with a gun.
When they really just fell down.
And they would come in 35 seconds later.
And be totally fine.
It's because they're babies and they're not strong.
Well, listen, you can measure strength in a lot of ways, but I would tend to agree with you. But Franklin's team is undefeated. I think we have... you want to know the funny part about your game yesterday?
That we did better with not running twice.
Do you know your coach thought you lost?
He thought we lost.
So he was like me the other game.
Do you remember at the end of the game, Franklin, when he called a timeout?
And he told me to score.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
told
I
you
didn't
to
want to
score.
score.
And I walked up to you and I said, hold the ball.
Yeah, I did.
I have a feeling that you and his coach are not on the same page. I feel like you guys are like.
I mean, listen.
I feel like he wants them to like score and be aggressive. I feel like you want them to hold back.
No, it's not true.
That
We both want them to score. I think we have a different philosophy on how to go about that.
Like he was like, you gotta score, man, you gotta score.
But
like,
I mean, one thing is for certain: after you run that one play that you guys run 4 times, the other team knows what's going on. They know that you're setting a screen.
Me and my teammates, we made our own play. That.
Yeah, when are you going to run it?
We already ran it 4 times in that game. You didn't see?
No.
I have video. So the point guard brings up the ball. The right wing will set a screen on the guy that has the guy with the ball once he passes midcourt. So the point guard will throw it to me, and then I'll probably be open for a layup. Like this
That's our
worked
play.
really good. But then if I'm not open, I'll pass it out whoever's open closest to me. And we did it like 2 times, and it worked.
So it went from 4 times to 2 times?
Sure.
Well, Dad, that's our same play. You go out.
Right. That's because every team runs that same play. It's like the one play that every team
Well,
at
it
that
worked.
age tries to run. Yeah, but it works like once in a while. You can't do it over and over again. You know, because it's just like, oh, here comes the screen again. And they just run around it. But regardless, you guys are both doing good. You are a lot better, Lincoln, than you were last year.
Because no one passed me last year.
I think, well, there was probably reasons for that.
Because everyone else is better than me.
Well, they probably were last year. They're not this year. I'd say the only thing that you could probably work on now is just getting like your hands a little stronger, like your grip, like when you grab onto that basketball, like really holding on to
You
it.
can also do the drills that my coach said, like
Oh, those are
do
dribbling
touch,
drills.
do
Yeah,
touch.
you guys definitely need those.
Us?
Well, all of you guys could do it. I mean, no
Because
one.
I would say we're pretty good at dribbling. Like,
I
we're better
haven't
than last year.
I haven't seen too many stellar ball handlers, but yeah, we so that's going good. Frank, I signed you up for baseball last night. I put your numbers as 1, 28, or 10. Those are like the 3.
yeah. Did you sign Lincoln up?
No,
So he's not playing.
he's not playing.
Yeah. Yeah,
He'll regret it, but
no, I'm not going to. I'm playing spring basketball. Haven't you heard? So
I have not heard that.
You what?
I'm officially done with baseball. It was a good run, but I like
What do
watching.
you mean it was a good run? You didn't even play for like almost 3 years.
3 years.
Lincoln's baseball career sailing off into the distance.
I mean, I like watching baseball more than I like playing, but like
That's
it's boring and you scream, which
Look at me. If you just listen to me and not care about what you look like or what you think you look like, you'd be an unbelievable athlete all the way around.
maybe I should put some of my basketball highlights on our community page and see what people think. Because I do pretty good.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
well, Lincoln. What was your current? What's your
Every time,
this season?
like,
This season?
you remember, hold on. You remember, you didn't watch Napoleon Dynamite.
I watched half of it.
No, he didn't. No,
Frank,
he did not.
Every time I think of Lincoln and his highlights, I think of when Uncle Rico's camping out in the woods and he's throwing the footballs to the camera. But Lincoln, you wouldn't even know if that's funny or not because you never watched it. It's a funny movie.
Well, what was Lincoln's?
Hey, can we talk about the trip we just planned?
Oh yeah,
All right,
Georgia,
so
Savannah.
I want to explain to you guys just so you know. All right.
Is it Savannah or?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't even know what we're doing.
All right, here's what we're doing. We're getting in an airplane, and we're going to fly to Atlanta, Georgia. When we land, remember when we went to Anna Maria? When we landed, we got a car. So when we land, we're going to get a car, and we're going to drive about 1 hour to a Buc-ee's.
Why would we drive 1
we're
hour
gonna
to a
sleep
Buc-ee's
at
and
the
drive back?
Because
Buc-ee's.
we're not. It's on the way.
And we're gonna sleep at the Buc-ee's.
I was
We're
saying,
gonna sleep at the Buc-ee's.
because I would say we're just drive 1 hour to go to a Buc-ee's. That's a waste of time.
Well, first off, you've never been to a Buc-ee's, and I have a feeling when you get there, you're going to be like, oh. So we're driving to Buc-ee's. Then we are going to Tybee Island, which is in Georgia.
How far?
It's a little island. From Buc-ee's, it's about 3 hours. So we're going to stay in Tybee Island right on the beach for about 4 days. Then we're going to drive off the island and stay in Savannah, Georgia. Then when we leave Savannah, Georgia, we're going to drive back to Atlanta where we're going to stay in a hotel in Atlanta. And we're going to get food and possibly go to the aquarium there because they have a very big aquarium. I think they have the nation's biggest aquarium, actually. And then we fly back home. It's going to be a good little, like,
Maybe we can
road
go
trip.
to a Hawks game.
No. I don't think we're going to have time for it. If we did 2 nights, we could have. But, yeah, if we did 2 nights, we could have.
I'm not too thrilled about the driving part.
Well, it's fine.
You can look at the outside
road
and see
trip,
all
dude.
the things.
What car are we driving in?
We're renting a car, an SUV.
Wait, is an SUV that big thing?
No, an SUV is like mom's car.
Oh, I thought it was like a thing that you sleep in.
You idiot.
No, that's an RV.
Oh.
I already know one of us is getting car sick.
Who's that?
Me. And he'll cry. All right, moving on because I don't want to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about possibly the coolest vacation that we've been on? Why not?
Because I'm already getting a little worked up over it, so just don't talk
Oh
about it.
my
All right,
God.
moving on. Eagles.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Eagles are going on in how much minutes?
They're in NFC Championship game in about 2 hours. What do you think's
We
going
have
to
a
happen?
whole snack on table.
It's
I
like
think the
diabetes
Eagles
on a
destroy
tray.
the Commanders by 15.
By 15.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Wow.
it's gonna be close. I feel like it's
I
gonna
hate
be
to break it to you, but the Commanders stink. They stink.
I feel like it's gonna be 30.
They got lucky.
I feel like it's gonna be 37
They got
to.
lucky.
Like, I'm pretty sure the Eagles only won 2 more games than them.
I think it's gonna be 37 to like 29.
Well, it's because all they upgraded was their rookie QB and maybe a couple other guys. And I think Jaden Daniels is actually going against a defense that cares because the Lions defensive coordinator,
Oh, Dad, did you,
he's getting a new deal, so the offense coordinator. So I think that had an effect on them.
Dad, did
And that Buccaneers game was probably the luckiest game I think I've seen
Dad,
from
did you
a
hear that?
kicker.
Did you hear that Darius Slay's season might end to this game?
What, you mean it might be his last game?
Yeah, they.
Well, I heard that Jalen Hurts is still hurt and he's going to be wearing a knee brace. So that's something you got to watch out for because if he ain't starting, they ain't.
He's one of the fastest players.
Actually, you know what's funny? They're winning despite Jalen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I want Tanner McKee. He's
All right.
good.
Hold on, let me find what
Dad, can you write down our predictions?
well, you can just let's talk about them. Once they're on the tape, we won't forget them.
Okay.
Oh, I already made predictions on my video.
Well,
I said it was like I said the same thing I said now.
What is it?
like
35-21. So something like
I
that.
think it's gonna be like, I know what I said, like 39-20, no 37-29, but I actually think it's gonna be 24-42.
Because the Commanders, I don't think they can go. They can't block Saquon. They're not going to stop Saquon, and I think that
Like if I would name it, like if I'd say who is one of the best offensive players in the league right now, in the top 10, I would never say like the Washington Commanders defense.
All right, here's my prediction. My prediction is the Eagles win 24-21, and then they get absolutely destroyed in the Super Bowl by whoever wins the AFC Championship game tonight.
sure.
I think
I think the Eagles win today, like I said, and then I think Bills win
Do you think
37.
the Bills win? Do you think they go to KC and win?
37-31, and then I think Eagles win the Super Bowl 28-15 because I think that the Bills will be really awesome.
well, Dad.
Let's go.
Some people are
wait.
saying.
Hold on, he's
some-
talking now, dude.
Some people are saying the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl because last time they won the Super Bowl, Donald Trump was president.
Well, do you know that I made a prediction on a slideshow. I didn't make a video out of it or anything. But guess who I said would be in the Super Bowl?
Who?
The Steelers against the Eagles.
Well, you were pretty wrong on that.
I said and I also said I also said the Cardinals are contenders, and they end up stink. And I also said that the Bengals will make the postseason when they were 4 games under 500.
Well, I'd say you have to go back to the drawing board with your predictions then.
And I also said, last thing, that the Eagles would win against lose against the Ravens and the Commanders. I was right about the Commanders, but I wasn't right about the I was pretty right on my best and worst prediction. I said best Lions and best team Lions.
You
want
to go over what our Phillies games are?
If you want. And we're going to miss 2. It'll be a Marlins game and a San Francisco Giants, which I have nothing against.
All right, so we have Wednesday, April 12th against the Colorado Rockies. Monday, April 14th against the Giants. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up.
Wait, isn't that Dodgers game first?
The Dodgers is April 4th. So we have the Rockies, then we have the Dodgers. Then we have San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins. We are going to miss both those games. May 1st, we have Washington. May 14th, we have St. Louis Cardinals. May 29th, we have Atlanta. Tuesday, June 10th, we have the Cubbies. Friday, June 20th, we have the Mets.
Boo.
Tuesday, June 1st, we have San Diego, which we will not be able to see.
Wait, why?
Because we'll be in Fenwick. Monday, July 21st, we have the Red Sox. Monday, August 4th, we have the Baltimore Orioles. Wednesday, August 20th, we have the Seattle.
Yes.
Thursday, August 28th, we have the Braves. Monday, September 8th, we have the Mets. Friday, September 12th, the day before my birthday, we have the Kansas City Royals.
Yes, Bobby Witt.
And Wednesday, September 24th, the Miami Marlins.
And then what playoff games do we have?
Well,
do we have any?
We don't have any of them yet.
Why do I feel like we go get at least 3 Miami Marlins games? Like last year we went to like 2. I feel like we go to like...
We had 2, but we're missing 1. We have 2 Braves. We have 2 Mets.
Yeah.
It looks like we have everybody in our division twice. So
I really want to see Juan Soto play on the Mets.
yeah, well, dude.
I want to see how he goes out.
I was planning on making a video about the Dodgers payroll and how like all the contracts that they've signed and how like crazy that is.
This is what I'll be doing when Juan Soto comes up to bat.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Are you saying that just because he's too good?
No, he's on the Mets and he's a bum.
Yeah, I'll be billing him too.
Like he did win a ring. He won a ring. I'm excited that the Braves will have some games because Strider and Acuna are back.
But guess what, though? When Wheeler
Pro
strikes
Fox,
him out, dude, when Wheeler strikes him out, we're going to be like...
Got him!
Now, obviously, it's good that we're going to miss the 2 worst teams that we'll see because the Marlins, they stink. But the Giants, they did get Willie Adames and Justin Verlander.
And who's the pitcher that the LA Dodgers get?
Roki Sasaki, but we won't see him. He'll be in the minors.
I wasn't talking about him. Was it
Blake Snell.
Yeah, him. They got Blake Snell. Is he gonna be a starter or bench?
Star.
We don't have
Wait,
any Yankees games.
No Yankees games.
Thank God. I don't want to go to the Yankees game. All right.
I could buy a Yankees game.
It's all right. I do want to go to Yankees, but Aaron Judge will drop the ball. All right. So
that's good for
the
him.
Dodgers starting pitcher will be Ohtani. This is so far. Ohtani, Blake Snell, Glasnow, Yamamoto. Who else? It's not. I think it's I don't know if it's Jack Flaherty.
Yeah,
he
Jack
didn't. He didn't sign. It's someone else, but then they got Tanner Scott for the bullpen.
Only?
They got more, but I don't like. Man, the Dodgers, they have so much money.
And which team did
Oh, they all have a lot
that
of money.
guy-
It's just the
that
Dodgers
guy
are
on
willing
the
to spend
Cubs?
it.
what team did he sign with the guy on the Cubs?
I'm
Bellinger?
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yankees got Bellinger and Goldschmidt, which they're all old.
Like, I'm
Still,
looking to
they're good.
see.
Now, the game I am most excited for is either the Royals or the Mets, because Juan Soto, I want to see him on the Mets. And the Royals, Bobby Witt is good.
I'm looking through the schedule. They don't play the Yankees.
At all?
At all?
Wait,
Not at home.
I thought you meant like at all. Like, I'm saying you had to play at least every team in the season.
Do we play
Can you stop moving around? We're making so many noises, dude.
Do
I'm
we
trying
play
to
the
get in.
Giants? I mean, not Giants. Cleveland Guardians.
We play them. We play every single team, but if we don't have them, we don't have them.
They're not. The Guardians are not.
On our list.
Yeah, these are. Yeah, I don't see the Guardians either.
I'm trying to think.
Let me go to the Phillies. Can you stop banging, please? Please. Guys, keep talking. I'm looking at something.
I'm trying to figure out what other teams do we not have. So let's see. Wait. No.
I don't want home games.
Wait,
I
we don't
want
have the
all of them.
Blue Jays. I'm gonna see Vladdy.
He's not going back.
Astros, nah.
All right, here we go. Here's all games. These are spring training. Dude, you know what's crazy? They start spring training games in like 25 days. That's crazy.
That's not even spring.
Well, it's spring technically down.
Can we look at this later?
No, why? Just looking at talk whatever you want to talk about. So, yeah, so their first series is against the Nationals,
Really?
but it's away. The first home series is against the Rockies, which we will be at.
Well, that.
Then
Yeah,
we
and
go-
I
then we
I
go
always
to the
feel
Dodgers.
like we always have like Colorado Rockies games too.
Let's see. I'm trying to find.
Well,
Who were the two teams you said? The Guardians and the
Guardians
Yankees.
and the Yankees. Well, Dad.
Let's see.
Oh wait, we're not in that topic yet.
Guardians.
I was
Oh, here
gonna-
we go. They play the Guardians at Cleveland in May. Let's
And
see.
Yankees.
The Yankees.
I was talking about the Sixers, but that's not time right now.
They play at Toronto.
Fine, talk about whatever you want.
Toronto at Philly.
Well, Dad.
I don't think anyone
Mets.
cares what we talk.
I'm in June. July. Still don't see the
Well, anyway,
Yankees.
from this boredness, the Sixers won 2 straight.
Here we go. It's July 25th, 26th, and 27th. It's at New York.
Well, Dad.
Maybe you could call up Aunt Victoria and say, hey, why don't you buy us tickets?
Well, we were planning on going to a Knicks game.
Bro.
And she was gonna take me to a Mets game. I mean, not Mets. A Yankees game only to see Juan Soto. But now that he's gone, he was one of my favorite players.
It's probably cheaper to go to a Mets game. Maybe not now, but
Well, Dad, the Sixers won 2 in a row. Can't believe that. And the biggest question is, are the Sixers going to make it far
No.
or even in the playoffs?
Frank,
I
they're
don't
gonna.
I don't know, man. I could see them. What do you have to be, the 12th seed?
You have to be the 10th seed and up.
Oh, I thought it was the 12th seed.
12th seed is like mediocre.
No, not well. NBA basketball, they let everybody in the playoffs. You sure it's the 10th
No,
seed?
I'm saying, yeah,
It's 10th.
Why are you getting so frustrated?
it's not the 12th.
Okay, well, tell me what it is then.
It's the 10th, 8th, 7th, and 8th, 9th are the play-in.
Okay.
And then, well, Paul George.
And if that was the case, Sixers would be in. I wouldn't worry.
And Paul George has been going off as usual.
They would have
As usual.
to, let's see. Oh, Sixers are actually the 11th seed right now. So they beat the Bulls last night, who are the 10th seed.
We just need to beat them again.
Can we just play the Hornets and the Bulls every game? Because I feel like we beat those teams the most.
Nah, I feel like we beat the Magic.
Man.
We lose against Magic. Even the game me and Dad went to, they were up by 20 points and they lost by 10.
Magic's the 7th seed right now. Well, as it stands, if we listen. If the Sixers got in the playoffs, it would be like, okay, great, but they stink. They're not doing that.
If they did, who's gonna carry them in the playoffs? Like Paul George might be injured.
Paul George, I read today that he's getting an MRI on his finger. Who the heck knows what happened? He probably sprained it while wiping his butt or something like that.
He has a boo-boo.
Embiid, where is he?
Embiid's a bum.
Embiid better kiss his boo-boo. Make it feel better.
You know what, man? Embiid, I'm not sure. Man, I can't remember the last.
I can't stand when all these players have pinky and toe injuries.
Well, they're soft.
And
They're soft. That's it.
Maxey.
There's players out for the season because he broke his pinky toe on his left, whatever.
Well, Maxey's been doing good. Doing Maxey things.
Yeah, Maxey's probably pretty frustrated too because they signed him to a decent deal, and he's probably looking at the team going, man, either Embiid's got to play or Embiid's got to go.
It's the chemistry.
Do you know who else got?
It's not the chemistry. Link, he doesn't play.
They have no chemistry.
But Link, it has nothing to do with chemistry.
They got all their guys.
Play. You could say, listen to me for a second. It could be the chemistry if Paul George, Embiid, and Maxey were all playing and they weren't getting along. They're not playing.
Well, Dad,
That's
do you
what I'm
know
saying.
what? I feel like the player that's showing up the most and who's doing the best work for us is Eric Gordon.
In fact, he stinks. I don't even know what he's smoking over there.
Smoking?
It means like Cap.
Yeah. Frank, we forgot. Lincoln is a certified, world-renowned NBA authority.
He said.
I'm saying Eric
this
Gordon
morning,
stinks, and the only good players are Maxey.
He said
Yabusele and Hoover.
He said one time, oh, I'm one of the smartest NBA guys. And then I asked him a question. He got it wrong.
Bruh.
Exactly. That's what I said after him
I'm better
getting
on
it wrong.
current. I'm better on current NBA than like back in the day.
Hey, you know
NBA.
what? Do you want to tell the audience something else you started doing with me?
Car collector? Building?
Yo, bro.
We
Tell
started
'em.
working out,
There you go.
Oh, working out. Yeah, I've been working
and I've
out.
seen no impact whatsoever.
Well, how many times do you think you've worked out with me?
Probably about like 5 or 6. Damn! But I've seen no impact. I've been sore, but I haven't been no
Listen,
impact.
that's the first thing.
I've been working out too.
Franklin's been working out.
That's hilarious. He does his own little
That's
thing.
Lincoln.
He does his own little
Hold on,
thing.
hold on. Do you know what's hilarious, Lincoln? Do you know what's hilarious?
No.
That you hold on.
This is a bad one.
Hold on.
This is a bad one.
Hold on. Do you know what?
Bro, you shouldn't be
Do you
hating
know
on
what?
Hold on.
anybody.
I do
Hold
big
on.
kid
How
workout.
dare you?
Dad, do you know when you said this,
is back with
earlier in the
the
podcast? You
2-pound
said the snack table looked like a table of diabetes.
Yeah.
And guess who made it?
I know. So I don't think the audience realizes all Lincoln talks about
It's food.
all day long, from the second that he wakes up until he goes to sleep, is what food he can eat.
He even got hungry talking about China.
Frank, he came up to me yesterday morning. He's like, hey, Dad, why don't me and you go on a date so we can just hang out together? You'll take me to breakfast. I already know what I'll eat. I'm like, Link, you don't want to go on a date with me. You want to eat breakfast out.
Well, Dad.
I'm not a Big Mac.
So he was. What's that? What's a Big Mac?
Someone that eats too much food.
Well, Lincoln said this. He said. No, Lincoln said this. He said, I was learning about China in our class, and he said it got me hungry.
Because my teacher started talking about food from China.
Bro.
And that's the most starving part of the day.
All right, listen to me. It's okay to like what you like. Just don't knock your brother.
He sounds annoying when he like talks like in that fast, like, oh, do you know, like, do you know what Lincoln did? You know?
Oh, he's trying to get in over top of you because you keep cutting him off.
talking.
Whatever.
Oh, Dad, we gotta tell them what we've been watching. Beast games.
Oh, listen. For anyone in our audience who is not watching the Beast games, you have got to start watching the Beast games.
Well, do you know Beast games is just like Mr. Beast's video?
Well,
No,
what number do you think is gonna win?
It is so good because it's just like a mini. It started with 1,000 people. They're down to 10 now. It is like a microcosm of everything societal today.
Well, Dad, what number do you think is winning?
I don't even remember.
I actually think the white guy with the gray hair that's spiked up that said he had a kid that's sick.
Oh, with brain cancer?
Yes. I
You think
actually
him?
think that guy could win.
First,
I think I think the guy with the tattoos is gonna win because I think he's the strongest, and I think there's gonna be like a physical game.
Well, I don't know that he's the strongest.
If I was on
Did
the
you see
orange
him on that bar?
So I was on the orange. If I was on the rooting for the orange team, I would be so mad. Like they
Yeah, so
didn't
would I.
choose the rock climber.
So they had a physical challenge that they had to do, and most of the challenges are psychological. But they had a physical challenge where they said you got to pick one guy from your team to hang from a bar the longest. All you have to do, can you stop? All you have to do is beat the other guy. So the one team picks their guy, and then the orange team has a guy who's like,
I'm a rock climber.
"Oh, I'm a rock climber."
I'm easy at this.
And it's like, okay, boom, yeah, you're picked. And then this other guy was like, well, I think I can hang from a bar a long time too. And the rock climber let him go. I was like, what?
And
He
I
was a
also think
podcaster who
these people
said
act
that.
like they knew each other for 15 years, and like one of them's gonna die, and then they're like, "You're my best friend," and
That's what I think is. That's what I think is the most alarming about the show. Is you get to see like how emotionally fragile people are. Like there is
like
no
my friend
way.
I knew for 2 days
There
is gone.
is no way you should be crying over someone leaving that you just met 4 days ago.
Well,
And
the
also,
girl,
it's $5 million. Can't you just give
that
it to him?
girl who won the island 952. She was
She's
like
annoying.
she was annoying. Like she was like when that Akira guy voted her out because he's like, I'm sorry.
He's gone now.
He's like, I'm sorry, you already won the island, but
Yeah, well, listen,
and
it's
then
a
she's
game.
like, oh, you're vote, and then
It's a game,
she's
no
like,
one
oh, you're voting at the black people, huh?
It's a game, and you know,
I vote off for anyone.
I think that people forget it, but it's like the point of playing a game is to win a game.
And
I think people forget that. And they're like trying to make people feel bad for doing certain things and coming up with all these like ulterior motives that they could make them do it. And it's a game. They're doing it because they want to win. But hey, audience, watch it. I think there's like been 7 episodes.
Wait, Dad, remember the 2 funniest parts were probably in the first episode when that number 1, she got eliminated and she's like, I'm not weak. That's why I got the number. And she drops
Yeah,
down.
that was funny.
And then
it was also funny when the girl was like,
in
she's
trivia.
like, this is my parents, and I hope we made you proud. He's like, Mr. B was like, bye, and they just sent her down.
yeah, in trivia, I was about to say.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, dude. Just the scale of it, man. They built like a little mini city, and
It's Mr. Beast for you.
He's gonna have a lot of money backing him
He's
up on
worth
this.
1.8 billion, I think.
I mean, this has got to be the most expensive like one-off video like show I've ever seen.
I think it is expensive, but take the money, like the money and the island and all the giveaways. It might have been like cheap.
No,
I
Like,
can't believe
renting a train track. That'd be like,
bro.
never mind.
Everything is expensive. He built a city.
and
He's feeding. He was feeding 1,000 people at one point.
well, Dad, guess what else is crazy?
What?
No, we are not doing those.
That people
We're not doing them.
that the people that got two of the people who gave up $1 million got out right away.
Yeah, there was this thing like halfway through the show where they picked 3 leaders or 4 leaders, and they said if you take this money, not only do you get the money, but you get to stay in the game. And it went to $1 million.
And you eliminate your group too.
It went to $1 million, and the guy didn't take it.
It's because they're too loyal.
But here's the thing: even if you went into that going, okay, if I take this and send everybody on my team home, and I'm staying, they're going to vote me off immediately. Who cares? You won $1 million.
Exactly.
I think they're treating $1 million or $500,000 like it's like $2.
And
Yeah, dude, I would have taken $1 million in a second. Dude, listen to me. I would have taken $1 million and done this on the way out. I would have went, bye-bye. See ya. You guys are going home? Who cares?
I think,
Exactly.
I think the problem with the show is they're too loyal and dumb. I think they're all
That's-
dumb. They're all too
Listen
loyal.
to me. But that's the psychological part of this game, is that they're able to convince you that you have strong emotional bonds to people that you just met. That's why it's very important to realize the only people that you should be reacting like that to are like your family and your very, very close friends.
yeah, that guy was like, so in that we
All right,
left
think
off-
about this. Here, this is how crazy it is. You know how you guys in the summer, when you go to Brigantine,
Yeah.
you do like a basketball camp
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Could you imagine on the 4th day when you leave, if you were crying your eyes out because you were leaving the people in
I
that
was
group?
happy.
That's crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
I think that the only people that didn't care about who they were with or what they did was the girl that won the island and the 380 guy.
Well, the people like
Can we end this?
What else? Is there anything else we need to talk about before we end this?
No.
baking, cooking.
Today we're having we're making a bunch of stuff. What else? Was there anything else that we needed to update the audience on?
I feel like we do.
I don't remember.
Um,
I don't remember. Well,
I don't.
guys, this has been a good comeback. Lincoln has taken it upon himself to call these seasons. So I guess 2025 is now season 2.
I'm Franklin Wyckoff.
I'm Lincoln.
Bro, that was the quickest sign off ever.
I'm Franklin Wyckoff of the TheRippStixx Podcast.
I'm Lincoln.
I guess we're done.